Okay, welcome back students. So we have completed the unit 1 portion, means the C++ portion. So from this class we shall start data structure part. Okay, means unit 2. Unit 2 is what? Data structure. Right. Data structure through C++. You can write like that. Data structure through C++. Okay. First of all, I introduce this part. Data structure is what? Data structure means what? It means the structure of the data. Means how it's structured. It means organization, the functioning, the main mechanism of the data, how data will be operated, data will be organized through a proper way. Like suppose in array, what we have? In array we have the collection of similar data types, right? But in data structure we have to be combine different data from different data type into a single unit. Okay, I don't give you the definition. Definition is already in the books. You make definition by yourself also. You can read the book. I just give you the concept. Means data structure is what? Is the collection of data of collection of various data type into a single unit. Okay. Suppose one data has int data type, one has character data type, one has float data type. All data from these three organized in a proper way in a single unit. Organized in a proper way in a single unit. Okay, is called data structure. This is a basic fundamental theorem, and books definition is also already available in the books. You can study by yourself. Okay. So, I just write down, one thing. Okay, I give you the definition actually, I write down. A data structure is a named group of data of different data types. Group of data of different data types which can be processed in as a single unit. Okay, a data structure has well defined operations behavior and properties. Right? Okay. So we have to now discuss different data structure. Data structure is how many types? Sometimes this type of questions coming. the different types of data structure, explain the different types of data structure. Then you have to be write down. Different data structures. Okay, you see, I tell you, data structure has first of all simply two types. One is simple data structure and second one is compound data structure. Okay, data structure two types. Okay, simple data structure I just write down in short form, and compound data structure. DS means data structure, right? And what is simple data structure? Simple data structures are built from primitive data types. Primitive data types means basic data types. INT character like that. INT real character double, and this type are simple data structure are what? Arrays. Okay, arrays, structure. These are simple data structure. Means this type of data structure are built from or made from primitive data types. Primitive data types means what? INT character float, and non-primitive are this arrays data structure. Okay, and compound data structure are has also two types. Okay, one is linear data structure, and another one is non-linear data structure. A linear data structure has first of all is suppose stack, queue, linked list, and non-linear are tree, graph. Okay, non-linear data structure is not in your syllabus. Okay, this is not in your syllabus. Your syllabus is mainly of this linear data structure, stack, queue, linked list. And first of all we have to study array. Non-linear data structure you find this topic in higher study if you do engineering or computer science graduation, BSc, something like that. Then you have to be get this. Okay, but in now your syllabus will comprised of mainly consist of this linear data structure, stack, queue, linked list, and this simple array. Okay, so this is the type, and for this first of all we have to be study arrays. Array already we done many program for array. We already studied the basic part of array in first year. Okay, array program also, but in here we have to be study some more details about array. Means searching concept, sorting concept, the algorithm of the respected program, algorithm for the respected sourcing, sourcing topics, etc. Okay, first of all suppose array. Array, what I am tell you, I already tell you many times what is array. Array is what? Books definition is already in the books. I just write down the concept. Array is a collection of similar data types. Right? Array is a collection of similar data types. Okay. An array is how many types of array? One dimensional, two dimensional, multi dimensional. Okay, and structure is also similar like array. Okay, You just write down by yourself. This is very easy. I already told you many times the topic structure is what? It is also similar like array. We have to define one keyword struct and the name, suppose struct student. It is simple, similar concept like also class also. A data member function like that. You just study. It is like I already teach you this topic. That's why I skip this part. Second one is you see stack. What is stack? Stack is what? Suppose this is a plate. Okay. Suppose this is a bucket. Okay. Suppose this is a bucket. When you put down water, the first mug of water is going to in the last portion. After adding the water, the top of the surface water is inserted in the last, means this is LIFO structure. Last in first out. Stack is LIFO data structure. Means last in first out. Means which is last in the last we inputted, this will coming in the first. Suppose this is the bucket of water concept, or you can suppose the plate concept. Okay, if you going into a suppose marriage ceremony or reception, then what? Plate is in organized in a like what? Stack, okay, in the table, and man coming in the from an which is the top of the plate, this will be first of all what? Get. Okay, first get means which is last inserted. Suppose this last plate is coming in the first portion. Okay, by this. I hope you understood this concept. This is very easy concept. Means last in first out. Right? This is concept of stack. Okay, just write down the basic definition part. Stacks data structures refers to the list stored and accessed in a special way stored and accessed in a special way where LIFO, last in first out technique is followed. Last in first out technique is followed. In stacks, insertion and deletion, in stacks, insertion and deletion take place only at one end. Take place only at one end, and that end is called top of the stack. Called the top, right? Means what? Stack data structure refer to the list stored and accessed in a special way where LIFO technique is followed. LIFO means last in first out. For example, I always tell you, suppose bucket of this water or the plate concept means which is last inputted coming in the first, in the top of the position, first part, okay? That will be first out, okay? Which plate is we inserted last, that is firstly out from the stack, and insertion deletion take place only at one end, and that called the top position. So this is a stack, insertion deletion at the one end, and that end will be, that part will be called end will be top, right? Okay. Next is queue. Next is queue. Queue is also, it is actually, queue is FIFO data structure. First in, first out. You see, in a queue means what? We have to arrange in a queue, okay? So outside from in the cinema altogether or something like that, or anything. Today's time, nowadays time, in every store you go, you have a queue, okay? Queue means what? You have to be line in a format. Okay, next one people by another, next one people, means which is coming in the last, he will go into the last part, and which is coming in the first, he will go into the first. Okay, I have understood. Means suppose in the cinema hall ticket line, who coming in the first person, he get the ticket firstly and going outside in the first, and who the people who is coming in the last, okay, means who the people which is coming firstly, he goes first, get the first thing, and the people coming in the last is going in the last part. Okay, Linglist FIFO data structure, first in, first out. First in, first out. Someday exam coming, what is LIFO data structure, what is FIFO data structure? It is that type of question coming. LIFO data structure means stack is LIFO data structure and queue is FIFO data structure, right? Write down. Queues data structure are FIFO, first in, first out, list, where insertion take place at the rear end This is under quotation. Takes place at the rear end of the queues and deletion takes place at the front end of the queues. Means the insertion end is called rear end. Means suppose this is a queue in a suppose array structure. Means this insertion end is called rear, and deletion occurs in the front end. In last year or previous last year, one questions coming in final exam. If you see the question paper, that what does front signify in a queue? That type of question, 1 mark question coming. Means front signify what? Front signify the deletion operation in the queue. You can write the answer in that type. Means what does front signify in a queue? Means front signify the delete operation or deletion operation of the queue. Means insertion takes place at the rear end and deletion occurs at the front end. Right? Okay. Next is linked list. Linked list. You see, what is linked list? Linked lists are special list of some data elements linked list are special list of some data element linked to one another. Okay. Linked list means what? I already told you in the previous. What is the difference in the array and linked list? Array is what? Array is static memory allocation concept, means static data structure, you can say like that. And linked list is dynamic data structure. Dynamic means in array, when we initialize the array and we declare the memory storage, means suppose array A5, means we have assigned the fixed memory storage of what? Fixed memory storage of 5, means you can add only 5 value maximum. Okay. Means at the runtime, if you want to add one more element, then you cannot be able to add it because it is fixed by 5. Okay. Or if you add only 2 elements, means remaining 3 part will be what? Wasted. Means memory will be wasted. That is the disadvantage of array. But that disadvantage is overcome in linked list. Why? Because linked list is dynamic data structure. Means if you want to add some new element at the runtime, you can add it, or suppose you have to any element delete from the part, you can delete it. Okay, this is dynamic. Okay, this is a basic concept. You see, linked lists are special list of some data elements linked to one another The logical ordering is represented by having each element pointing to the next element. Pointing to the next element, right? Its element is called a node. I show you, and which has two parts. Which has two parts. Okay, the info part, which stores the information, and the pointer part, which points to the next element. Next element, okay, next, okay, means linked list, a special list of some data elements linked to one another. The logical means this concept. About this is coming to a start. And last was pointed to null. Mean this part is called info part and this is called pointer part, which is point to next element. And whole portion will be called node. Well, whole portion will be called node. And two part, one is info part, other one is pointer part. This is first part is info, which is total information. Suppose it is 2, it's point to next element. Next means next element here, suppose memory address, and this portion store this memory address. Means it is also concept of pointer. Okay, this is also a concept of pointer. Means first portion will be contain the element, second pointer pointed to the memory address of next element, and this is also suppose 3, and this pointer also this node. Okay, means this pointer store the memory address of next element like that, and last is null, means last pointer part contain null if there is no node next to it. Okay, means first portion is info, second portion is pointer, and whole portion will be called node. One point is another, and one also concept, this is singly linked list or next doubly linked list, I tell you. Okay. Okay, this is enough for this session, and next class we have discussed further of this topic. Okay, so this is enough. Okay, if you need it, you can ask me. Thank you.